This is what you see from the front of our house on the road. Now let me take you inside for a tour.
Georgie, are you going to take us on a tour?
I'm going to click the buzzer and open the gate to take you on a tour.
Awesome, darling.
Don't press pause. I nearly forgot the first word.
That's okay, you did a great job. So this is the main driveway, the entrance to the property. And as you go down the hill, what do you see on the sides?
Do I say that?
Yeah, you can start saying this now. What do you see on the sides, Georgie, when you're walking down the hill?
I see roses.
There's lots of roses, isn't there? We've planted lots of roses down the side. There's lights down the driveway, and Georgie's just going to click the button and close the gate so the doggies don't get out.
We have to tell them about doggies. About the doggies.
Shall we tell them about the doggies?
Yeah.
Alright, so here's the doggies. Who are they, George?
There's Buttercup, which is the smallest one in mine, and Sammy is the biggest one, which is Ollie's.
Right.
And we won't let them escape, otherwise they will get run over.
Now we've just done a lot of work down here, and we had a big digger in on the weekend, didn't we? And the big digger took out a lot of stumps down this fence line, and we need to fix this fence line, don't we? So we're going to put a new fence in here in the new year. So here's all our roses as we go down the driveway. And there's still a bit of work to be done on here. I've got to finish the gardens off. But bear in mind, they've only been in the ground a couple of months now, and they're blooming profusely. Now this is the house as we come down the driveway. Again, there's lots of work being done here. Just the other weekend, we've had a lot of stumps taken out, a lot of trees trimmed back. So John would be very proud of all the tree work we've done here. Now Ollie's got something to show us down here. I'm just going to jump through the garden here and follow Ollie. He's got something to tell us about down here. Ollie, what is it you're going to tell us?
Two things, Daddy.
Alright, two things.
This used to be an old plough. We have them in various places all over our houses.
All around the property we have various old implements, don't we?
All around the property we have various old implements.
That's okay, you don't have to say what I said again.
So, yeah.
So they're just a bit of old age looks and feel to the house, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you can see the driveway turns into a round driveway down the bottom here, and at the moment there's an old fountain with some roses around it. We're going to change that, and we'll put some bricks. We'll brick up a nice little round entranceway there, and we'll put a water feature in there.
And there's a bottom.
And there's the bottom of the fountain, yes. Ollie's obsessed with bottoms at age 9. So down here we've just had the digger in, like I said, and he pulled out some more stumps, and we've created...
This is my second thing I want to tell you about.
Right, what was that?
These are stumps that the digger used to pull out. And yeah, this is the thing that the digger made.
So this is a big pad where we're building a really big shed to put the caravan and some of Daddy's and the kids' toys in. So quad bikes, motorbikes, and a few other things that are going to go in there. So that's the front of the house. Now there's another old implement here. If we look back up towards the house here, there's a couple of these around the house scattered around just for aesthetics. That's the front of the house. You're actually looking at Rachel and John's bedroom there. You're looking at the lounge room behind there. Nice big old fireplace in the lounge room, which I think you saw in the video earlier. And that's sort of towards the front of the house. We'll go back up to the top here and you'll see it from the top. So here we are at the front of the house. There's the entrance to the house over there. And we've put in a garden full of roses and hedges here that we're just starting to grow up. The roses have been in the ground about 2 months, maybe 3 months now, and they're doing extremely well. Had a whole bunch of roses we picked over the last couple of months, and the house smells beautiful. These are David Austin's, by the way, David Austin fragrance roses. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So that's the front of the house. Down the side of the house, as we go down towards the garage, you can see we've got a caravan parked here. This is our caravan we've used now for about the last 6 months and been on lots of trips with the family. We just came back actually from a week down at a place called Southwest Rocks, where we camped right on the beach. No power, no television, it was absolute bliss. And the kids had a fantastic time, didn't you kids?
Yes.
Did you have a great time down in the water?
When can we go back inside?
It's very hot out here, so we need to go heading back inside very shortly. As you come down the driveway, you can see there's steps up here to another shed area. And there's an old Defender 130. John, I know you'll love that. That's the best truck I've ever driven, I think, out of four-wheel drives. A Defender 130 high-capacity ute with 4 doors. And, of course, the Audi. That's Rachel's Audi Q7 in the garage, the back of the house here. And we'll go down the back of the house here and have a look at the gardens down the back here. We've got a veggie garden that we've started up here with a whole bunch of herbs. There's some carrots and some corn and lots of strawberries bushes in here. And we've got some wonderful tomatoes there on the bushes at the moment. We just picked our first Roma cluster tomatoes this morning. And of course, around the back here, we can see the amount of strawberries that are on these vines. These are absolutely delicious. The kids are just non-stop eating the strawberries. Over here, a bunch more David Austin roses, and we've got a Georgia David Austin rose that's climbing over the arbors. Some more roses with some bushes underneath, and then another Georgia rose, and then over to some bougainvilleas that are sitting over the back here. And then underneath the bougainvillea main tree there, we've got a bunch of roses as well around the bottom of that. There's a rotunda at the back here, and there's another old implement just to keep us in fashion with the front of the house. The rotunda is a barbecue area. And of course bunches of roses around the rotunda area. Inside the rotunda we've got a nice fireplace and barbecue area. And of course there's power down here and fans because it gets very hot out here in summer. But underneath here is very shaded and lovely and cool when the fans are going. Up in here there's a native beehive. And of course the native beehive is there to pollinate all the flowers and keep the flowers blooming beautifully around the property. Down below the rotunda here, we just started to put some vegetable gardens in. We're going to extend some of the vegetable gardens down to here. And there'll be a greenhouse and some other things down here. We just had the digger in, like I said, to do a bunch of work. And over here's a bit of a flower garden, and of course trampoline for the kids to play on there. So that's the back of the rotunda. And then here's the back of the rose garden with those bougainvilleas up over the top of the old stump there. And then looking up towards the other shed. Now on the back of the shed here is a hydroponics system, and at the moment that's growing roughly about 200 strawberry plants in there. And they've been in the hydroponics now for about a good 6 weeks I think, and we've probably eaten, I don't know, about a punnet every 2 days off these plants here. So these are just 3 rows on the bottom and 3 rows on the top full of strawberries. And water gets cycled, you can see down through here, water gets cycled through the middle of these pipes, continuously dripping down underneath the root system. The strawberries suck up all the nutrients out of the water. And down this end here is a reservoir where the water gets drained down into the reservoir and then pumped back up into the hydroponic system. When we cut down all the trees, we collected all the firewood, so we've got a bunch of firewood ready for winter. And down the bottom there, you'll see a chook run. That's the old original chook run that was on the property. And there's about 5 little chooks in there at the moment. And we get about 3 to 4 eggs a day off these guys. We've had the digger dig a whole bunch of flat areas out here on this back hill. Not much of a hill, just a bit of an incline. And we'll put some retaining walls in there and we'll build a new chook house very shortly. And we'll be moving the trampoline over to here and some other parts of the garden for the kids to play in over here. To walk into the back of the house, you'll see the pool over the back here. We have a pool area at the back here. Up here in the subtropics, it's so damn hot and humid that surviving without a pool would be really difficult. And of course that's surrounded by some cocos palms and some ducus palms. There's also some, can't remember those palms, but there's a couple of those there. Some golden cane palms. A bunch of palms. And then looking at the back of the house here, we've got the laundry area, back of the garage over here, outside toilet and bathroom with showers and so forth, laundry area, and that's looking into the bedrooms from the back here. It's looking into the kitchen, and then down the back veranda here.